So Miss Hall from the Darliston area in Westmoreland, during the hurricane, her entire house decided to go with the wind, and she decided to run out of the house. Elderly lady. While she made a run for it, she fell. She broke her back, and 2 pieces of board decided to pierce her through her upper thighs, close to her private. Her sons, who apparently was escaping too, decided to take her up. They rushed her and they pulled out the board out of her legs or thighs. She bled uncontrollably. The nurses who was around, 2 nurses was around, couldn't do nothing. They just could not do anything to help her. They couldn't do anything because they had no gauze or medical apparatus or anything to assist. Miss Hall bled so badly that she became unresponsive. I don't know if she has passed. Why am I telling you this story? There are some people who went through hell and are still going through hell. Some people who have survived the hurricane and they are left out in the cold, nowhere to go. The biggest question in the room to the Prime Minister of Jamaica and all who is running up and down like chickens without heads. If a hurricane or storm should develop now, before the season is out, where will you take the survivors? Will it be then that you're running all over the place trying to evacuate the people who should have been evacuated long time? I think today is day 13. I think today is day 13 since the storm came. You have not done anything as it relates to relocating these people. No hotels have been commissioned or contracted to empty themselves and be filled up with our people. You did everything, every God thing between 2019, 2020 to convince the world that you care about the Jamaican people. All of you government globally. You all try to convince us that you care. So, because COVID was so important and we needed to save lives. We needed to save lives. So we got everybody who came in contact with somebody who apparently was infected into a hotel. Yeah, man, we find special room and places for them to stay for weeks. For weeks. Remember, the quarantine period needed to have been at least 14 days. At least 14 days. That's 2 weeks. Today is the 8th of November. There are, I think, 30 days in November. which means 22 days are left before the season, the hurricane season, is over. We need to get the survivors out. Petersfield High School has been making the news. Petersfield High School has been making the news, And for more than 150 persons to be in that shelter, no generator, no food, not even porta potty, because the bathrooms can't work because no water, no dede. There's no water. It's one of those shelters that, based on the news, have women and children, mostly women and children. It's not rocket science to figure out what we do from here. Been saying it from day one. Most of you who are apparent leaders don't give a shit, because you know something, tonight you all go to either Cherry Gardens, Beverly Hills, Norbrook, and your rich, beautiful areas where you all sleep like a baby in king-size beds. Yeah? Air-conditioned units, hot and cold water. You can open your refrigerator and you can pour yourself out a bottle of water or juice. As a matter of fact, you can even put something in the microwave to reheat, or you can do takeout and you go to the finest restaurants up by maybe Marketplace or somewhere, and you go and sit and dine comfortably, while my Jamaicans are down there. There's this gentleman who was interviewed right from the same Petersfield High School, yeah, who is one pamper step on the baby bottom, one. You're keeping the people in a ravaged, desolate place, a place where it is no different from how Gaza is looking, that was bombed. When you go there, it looks like somewhere that has been bombed. Not even one tree is there for anybody, at least where I went, for anybody to even go under to shelter. Not even a tree. There are communities 13 days later that are marooned. Nobody no go there yet. You keep going to the same places and repeating the same thing and dropping off packages and packages. Let me ask another big question just before I close this video. So when you would have been out of food, you think that the people who are buying food now to go down there to help out with a situation, you don't think that their monies are going to run out? You don't think that the food is going to become very, very limited? You don't think that America, who is providing the aid that they're providing, is going to at some point say, okay, enough is enough? You don't think that these countries that are helping us are going to run out of aid support? And the question is, what then? You have NHT and you have the machinery and the material that could easily go and build some homes right now for the people. Could I do that? Send all the bulldozers and stuff down there and cranes and get them some of the house them, like want to set up the little 2-bedroom house and want to sell for millions of dollars. Yeah man, you can do that, because the truth is, at this point, nobody should be paying for shit. It's a disaster and you're getting free money. And people should be getting free homes. Free things, free. Because people are sending it here for free. Not for you to hoard and for you to divest and to control the so-called economy that you made a mess of and pretending that it's all good. You people are a disaster. You're worse than Melissa. And you see when I'm finished with all of Uno. See what I want to do to my people, because this is genocide by neglect. This is genocide by neglect. Watch me out, Uno.